So good morning my students. So MTF part 3. So find the domain and range of this function. Find the domain and range of this function. Okay. So first you find what is the domain of this function. Okay. So we know that this function is defined only when cos inverse of signum function of x not equal to 0. Not equal to 0. So cos inverse of signum function not equal to 0 means this signum function of x must be positive. Positive or equal to 0. How? Because cos inverse of 1 only equal to 0. Okay, cos inverse of 1 only equal to 0. Okay, but if you take any other numbers it is okay. So that means this particularly lie between like this. Wait, something, sorry. Minus 1 less than or equal to signum function of x less than 1, sorry. Okay, cos inverse of signum function not equal to 0 only when signum function of x is lie between minus 1 and 1, minus 1 included but 1 not included. Because if you take signum function of x is equal to 1, cos inverse of 1 is 0, but it should not be 0. Okay. So signum function of x, we know that already the signum function of x value is either 1 or minus 1 or 0. So from this what we can conclude that signum function of x value is either minus 1 or 0. So signum function of x value is equal to minus 1 when x is lie between minus infinity to 0, and the signum function of x value equal to 0 when x value equal to 0. Because signum function of x is either minus 1 or 0 or 1, and satisfying this condition means signum function of x value must be equal to either minus 1 or equal to 0. Signum function of x is equal to minus 1 when x is lie between minus infinity to 0, means when x negative, and is 0 when x value exactly 0. So then both together what you will get, x is lie between minus infinity to 0. X is lie between minus infinity to 0. So that means x belongs to, what you will get, left open, right closed, minus infinity comma 0. This is the domain. And for these values of x, that's cos inverse of signum of x. Cos inverse of signum of x is always positive. Because basically cos inverse x is what? Positive angle, and it is 0 only when that argument is equal to 1. Anyway, that argument here, what is the argument here? Signum function of x. Anyway, it is not equal to 1. That means this cos inverse of signum of x is always positive. Then modulus in this interval. For these values of x, cos inverse of signum of x is always positive. So as it is positive, using mod x is equal to x when x positive, then this becomes what? Cos inverse of signum of x. So divided by the same thing, cos inverse of signum of x. On cancelling, what you will get? 1. So thus f of x is equal to 1 for all x values minus infinity comma 0. 0 included. So thus the domain is this interval, and the range of this function is only, it contains 1. Only one element, 1. So that means it is a constant function. Next, I am going to explain next property, one property. Next property. So what is the sine of sine inverse x? So sine of sine inverse x is x. Sine of sine inverse x is x. Only when x is belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Obviously, as y is equal to x and x takes these values, then y is also belongs to what? Closed interval minus 1 comma 1. So thus the graph of y is equal to sine of sine inverse x. See, so look like this. So this is the graph of y is equal to sine of sine inverse x. Nothing but y is equal to x, where x belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1, y also belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma 1. And the graph of cos inverse x is also same. So here is equal to what? X, where x belongs to what? Closed interval minus 1 comma 1. And also obviously y also belongs to what? Closed interval minus 1 comma 1. So just you draw the graph of y is equal to x in this interval closed interval minus 1 comma 1, which is same as this. So this is the graph of y is equal to sine of sine inverse x as well as cos of cos inverse x. Next, what is the tan of tan inverse x? Yes, tan of tan inverse x is x for all x belongs to R. Correct? That means the domain of tan inverse x is all real numbers. As y is equal to x, the value of y also what? All real numbers. So that means the tan of tan inverse x function domain is R, range is also R, and the graph of tan inverse x is nothing but the graph of the straight line y is equal to x. So you draw the y is equal to x straight line on set of real numbers. So this is the graph of y is equal to tan inverse x, and it is also same as y is equal to cot inverse x, because it is equal to what? X for all x belongs to R. So as y is equal to x and x belongs to R, then y also what belongs to R, because y is same as x. So as domain contains all real numbers, range also contains same real numbers. So that is all real numbers. Okay. So the graph of cot inverse x is also same as this. So this is the graph of y is equal to sine of sine inverse x as well as cos of cos inverse x. This is the graph of y is equal to tan inverse x, nothing but it is same as cot inverse x also. And what is the graph of secant inverse x? What is the graph of secant inverse x? Yes, it is equal to what? X when x belongs to R minus open interval minus 1 comma 1. Similarly, graph of y is equal to cosecant inverse x is equal to x, same x belongs to what? In this case also what? X belongs to R open interval, x belongs to R minus open interval minus 1 comma 1. So that means the graph of secant inverse x and graph of y is equal to cosecant inverse x both are same because their domain same. Obviously y is equal to same as y value is same as x, then range also same as R minus open interval minus 1 comma 1. So to get the graph of secant inverse x or cosecant inverse x, so just you draw the graph of the function, just draw the y is equal to x straight line after 1 before minus 1. So this ray and this ray, union of these two rays is the graph of secant inverse x and or cosecant inverse x. This is the graph of secant inverse x or cosecant inverse x. Okay. So sine of sine inverse x, cos of cos inverse x graphs are same. Tan of tan inverse x, cot of cot inverse x graphs are same. Secant of secant inverse x and cosecant of cosecant inverse x graphs also same. So after these 6 graphs, next important graph is sine inverse of sine x. What is the graph of y is equal to sine inverse of sine x? Remember, the domain of this function is all real numbers, whereas the range of this function is closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Because sine inverse of sine x, it is defined whenever sine x takes the values minus 1 to 1. But sine x takes the values minus 1 to 1 for every, if you take any real number x, sine x values always lie between minus 1 to 1. Hence, sine inverse of sine x is meaningful for all real numbers x. And for those values of x, sine x takes minus 1 to 1. Sine inverse of any number minus 1 to 1 is lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So thus the domain of this function is all real numbers, and the range of this function is closed interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Remember one important point, it is a periodic function whose fundamental period is 2 pi. Okay, because sine inverse is non-periodic. See, all inverse trigonometric functions are non-periodic. Sine inverse, cos inverse x, sine inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cosecant inverse x, secant inverse x, cot inverse x. These 6 inverse trigonometric functions are non-periodic, whereas sin x function is periodic. So non-periodic of periodic function is periodic only. Okay, so sin inverse is non-periodic, sin x is periodic, non-periodic of periodic is periodic function only. So sin x period is what? 2 pi. So sin inverse of sin x function is also period 2 pi. So to get the graph of this function on the set of real numbers, that is it's in its domain, just you draw the graph of sin inverse of sin x function in the closed interval 0 comma 2 pi. Okay. So then remaining 2 pi to 4 pi, if you want to get the graph of from this function 2 pi to 4 pi, just draw the similar graph. Okay. So it is a important thing is periodic function of period 2 pi, and it is odd function. Remember, it is odd function, non-monotonic, and continuous function. It is continuous and it is non-differentiable when cos x is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is integer for all n belongs to z. Okay, periodic function of period 2 pi. It is an odd function, non-monotonic, continuous function, non-differentiable at these points only. At the remaining points, differentiable. Okay. So domain, range. Now, earlierly we learned sin inverse of sin x is equal to what? X only when x is lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Am I correct? Okay. Only minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So sin inverse of sin x, remember, sin x can also be written as sin pi minus x also, no? Correct? Sin x can also be written as sin of pi minus x also, no? Correct? Sin of pi minus x. Sin pi minus x is sin x. Now it is look like sin inverse of sin x. Now this can be written as x only when this x must be what? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This pi minus x lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So if we simplify this, I think you will get pi by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 pi by 2. So thus sin inverse of sin x value is pi minus x when x is lie between 90 to 270. Similarly, sin inverse of sin x. So can you write sin of 2 pi plus x? No problem. 2 pi plus x. Next, after pi minus x, what will be 2 pi plus x? 2 pi minus x, you will x minus 2 pi, right? You can write x minus 2 pi also, no? Because sin of 2 pi minus x is minus sin x. So sin of x minus 2 pi is plus sin x. So which is equal to x minus 2 pi if this x minus 2 pi is a lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and adding 2 pi on three sides, you will get 3 pi by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5 pi by 2. So that means we got three branches. 0 to 2 pi, we need to draw the graph 0 to 2 pi only, but we got minus pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, three branches. So sine inverse of sin x value is x is lying between minus 90 to plus 90. Sine inverse of sin x is pi minus x when x is lying between 90 to 270. Sine inverse of sin x is x minus 2 pi when x is lying between 270 to 360 plus 90, 450. Okay. So thus I am going to write these branches. So thus y is equal to sine inverse of sin x is equal to what you can write, branches x when x is lying between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, pi minus x when x is lying between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and it is x minus 2 pi when it is 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. So still you are getting branches. Here also still you get branches because x domain is what? All real numbers. But I am considering the only graph of the function 0 to 2 pi. Okay. So domain is all real numbers, but the range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 only. So this is pi by 2. Say this is minus pi by 2. This line is y is equal to minus pi by 2. X axis. So this is minus pi by 2. And this is 0. So minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So when x is lying between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, what is y value? X. So draw the y is equal to x graph between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. Next to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. When x is lying between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, what is the graph? Pi minus x. Pi minus x. And when x is so this is the line y is equal to x. This is y is equal to pi minus x. Next what do you get? X minus 2 pi. So you consider this part only. So this is a 0 to 2 pi graph. So this is the main graph. You remember this main graph. Remaining graphs are duplicate graphs. Okay. So that means if you want to draw the minus 2 pi to 0 graph, minus 2 pi to 0 graph, same graph will appear. So like this you got, na? Then here I will get this is the graph between minus 2 pi to 0. See, if you observe, alternatively, these are the straight lines. Clearly, it has a sharp edges at minus pi by 2, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, next to 5 pi by 2. Here, also minus 3 pi by 2. Only at odd multiples of pi by 2 only, the graph of the function has a sharp edge. So at those points, the function is not differentiable. That is what I have written, odd multiples of pi by 2. Okay, and the function is, graph is continuous. So this function is continuous function. And it is symmetric about the origin, so it is odd function. So now observe here. Alternatively, if you observe, these are the straight lines only, part of the straight lines only. These branches observe, okay, they are the straight lines. Here first line, here slope is 1. Y is equal to pi minus x. In this branch slope is minus 1. Here must slope is 1. Next, this before slope must be minus 1. So this line slope is what? Plus 1. This line slope minus 1. This line slope plus 1. Next, this line slope minus 1. This line slope plus 1. So if slope is plus 1, then line equation in the form of y is equal to x plus c. Y is equal to x plus something. Okay. If slope is minus 1, the line equation in the form of y is equal to minus x plus something. That's something how we can remember. Just you remember this y is equal to x line only. You can remember this line. How? See here, this graph intersects the x-axis at all multiples of pi. 0, pi, minus pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, etc. So I have drawn y is equal to x line. Now this line should be having slope minus 1 and should be passing through pi comma 0. So line equation you can find y is equal to pi minus x. As this line slope is minus 1, this line slope must be what? Plus 1. And passing through 2 pi comma 0. You can use point slope formula. You will get this branch y is equal to x minus 2 pi. This line equation is y is equal to x minus 2 pi. That means when x is lying between 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, this y, nothing but sine inverse of sine x value is what? X minus 2 pi. So next to this one, slope will be what? Minus 1. And passing through which point? Minus pi. So line equation becomes what? Y minus 0 is equal to minus 1 into x plus pi. So y is equal to minus x minus pi. So this branch is what? Y is equal to minus x minus pi. That means when x is lying between minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, sine inverse of sine x value is what? Minus x minus pi. Like that, this one you can find. This line slope will be what? 1 passing through minus 2 pi comma 0. Then you will get y is equal to x plus 2 pi. Means when x is lying between minus 5 pi by 2 to minus 3 pi by 2, sine inverse of sine x value is what? Y is equal to x plus 2 pi. Easy enough? So but just you have to remember 0 to 2 pi graph, or remember like this. Just you remember this y is equal to x line. Okay. And what you have to remember? Alternatively, this branch slopes is plus 1 minus 1. See, this branch slope is 1 means next branch slope is minus 1. Next branch line slope is minus 1. Next plus 1. This before branch line slope is minus 1. And observe, this graph cuts the x-axis at all integral multiples of pi. 0, pi, minus pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 3 pi. Then draw the lines. You will come to know what is the sine inverse of sine x value in those intervals. Okay. Similarly, cos inverse of cos x. Cos inverse of cos x function graph. So I am writing directly. So cos inverse of cos x, y is equal to cos inverse of cos x. So it's for this function also domain is all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers. But the range of this function is, what is the range of this function? Closed interval 0 comma pi. Domain is all real numbers. Range is closed interval 0 comma pi. It is an even function, and it is continuous function. It is also non-monotonic. And also minimum value 0, maximum value pi. For earlier problem, for this problem, maximum value pi by 2, minimum value minus pi by 2. For this problem, maximum value pi, minimum value 0, non-monotonic, and it is non-differentiable when sin x is equal to 0, that is x is equal to n pi. And what are the branches? So I am writing directly. It is equal to x. It is equal to x when x is lying between 0 to pi. And it is so here also branch slope 1 and next to slope minus 1. So 2 pi minus x. it is a minus x when x is lie between minus pi to 0, and it is 2 pi minus x, not 2 pi minus x, minus x minus 2 pi, 2 pi minus x or 2 pi plus x, 2 pi minus x minus 2 pi to minus pi, yeah, it is equal to 2 pi minus x when x is lie between pi to 2 pi. So next to line slope, what you need to get, and remember this function intersect the x-axis at all odd multiples of pi by 2, means whenever cos x is 0. Alternate here also what you will get alternatively, here also what you need to get, I think I told wrong. It is also intersect at all even multiples of pi. This graph intersects the x-axis at even multiples of pi. But just by taking y values, you will get x values. Okay. And next to branch, you will get here x is lie between what, 2 pi to 3 pi. When 2 pi to 3 pi, and I think it is x minus 2 pi. X minus 2pi. So here minus 1 slope, here plus 1 slope. And this graph intersect the x-axis at x-axis at x is equal to 2n pi, or even multiples of pi. And it is also periodic function of period 2 pi. Okay, cos inverse of cos x function also periodic function of period 2 pi. So how to draw the cos inverse of cos x graph? See, so what is the range of this function? 0 to pi. What is the range of this function? 0 to pi. So between 0 to pi, what is the graph? Y is equal to x. Next, between pi to 2 pi, y is equal to 2 pi minus x. So this line slope is plus 1 and this line slope is minus 1, and passing through which point? 2 pi comma 0. Next, it is an even function. Okay, so here it is symmetric about y-axis, graph is symmetric about y-axis. Between minus 2 pi to 0, graph will be like this. So this is the line y is equal to minus x, and obviously this line, what you will get, passing through which point? Minus 2 pi, so x plus 2 pi. Means cos inverse of cos x is x when x is lie between 0 to pi. Cos inverse of cos x is 2 pi minus x when x is lie between pi to 2 pi. Cos inverse of cos x is minus x when x is lie between minus pi to 0. Cos inverse of cos x is x plus 2 pi when x is lie between minus 2 pi to pi, etc. And if you observe that the graph has sharp edges at all multiples of pi, so it is not differentiable at n pi. Okay. Suppose if you want to draw secant inverse of secant x graph, secant inverse of secant x graph, same, it is domain is R, range is 0 comma pi other than pi by 2, that is secant inverse secant x also even function. It is also continuous function in its domain, non-monotonic, non-differentiable at all multiples of pi. Okay, and it is also, that is secant inverse secant x also same, similar to cos inverse of cos x, but anyway this function is not defined at which points? Pi by 2, at all multiples of at a pi by 2, secant inverse of secant x. Okay, it is not defined between 0 to pi, pi by 2, Between minus pi to 0, minus pi by 2. That means at all odd multiples of pi by 2. So at exactly pi by 2 here you have to keep circle. What do you have to keep? Circle. Pi by 2. And between pi to 3 pi, what is the odd multiples of pi by 2 means 3 pi by 2. And minus pi to 0, what is the odd multiples of pi by 2? Minus pi by 2. And between minus 2 pi to minus pi, what is the odd multiples of pi by 2? Minus 3 pi by 2. Now this is the graph of secant inverse of secant x. So secant inverse of secant x also periodic function of period 2 pi. If you want to find cosecant inverse of cosecant x graph, same you draw the sine inverse of sine x graph, branches also same. Minus 90 to plus 90, cosecant inverse x is not defined at 0. Means cosecant inverse of cosecant x is not defined at multiples of pi. So then first you draw the sine inverse of sine x graph. At 0 you keep whole circle, and pi also you keep circle, at 2 pi also you keep circle, at minus pi also you keep circle, at minus 2 pi also you keep circle. Okay, then that sine inverse of sine x graph becomes cosecant inverse of cosecant x graph. So sine inverse of sine x graph, if you know, you can draw cosecant inverse of cosecant x graph at all, but it is not defined at all integral multiples of pi, 0, plus or minus pi, plus or minus 2 pi, etc. Then if you want to draw secant inverse of secant x graph, first you draw the cos inverse of cos x graph. That means you have to learn cos inverse of cos x graph. After that, what you have to do? So after that, what we need to do? So you have to draw circles at all odd multiples of pi by 2, because secant inverse of secant x is not defined at every odd multiple of pi by 2. So just I change it. This become now this is the secant inverse of secant x graph. Okay, but tan inverse of tan x, cot inverse of cot x, these two functions are monotonic functions. Only these two functions are monotonic functions. Remaining 4 functions are non-monotonic. And remaining 4 functions are periodic of period 2 pi, whereas tan inverse tan x and cot inverse cot x periodic of period pi. So y is equal to tan inverse of tan x. So what are the branches you will get? This is x when x is lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And it is x minus pi when x is lie between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. See here, tan inverse of tan x, in all branches you will get the straight line whose slope is positive 1 only, plus 1 only. Okay, but in the remaining 4 functions, one branch nalli slope plus 1 andre innondu branch nalli next branch nalli what you will get? Minus 1. Okay, alternatively slopes are plus 1 minus 1, but here in all branches slope is plus 1 only. Same for cot inverse of cot x, and it is x plus pi when x is lie between minus 3 pi by 2 to plus minus pi by 2. So what next? Tell me. X minus, very good, 2 pi. 3 pi by 2 less than x less than 5 pi by 2. So this before branch will be what? X plus 2 pi when x is lie between minus 5 pi by 2 to minus 3 pi by 2. Minus 5 pi by 2 to minus 3 pi by 2. So how we get tan inverse of tan x graph? And this function is increasing. Okay, this function is continuous in its domain. Okay, so this function is differentiable in its domain, continuous and differentiable in their domain, but this function is odd function. And what is the period? Pi. Okay, next, continuous, differentiable, period to pi, odd function and increasing function. Okay, and in all branches slope is what? Plus 1. So graph of tan inverse of tan x. So maximum value tending to pi by 2, minimum value tending to minus pi by 2, but not included there. So minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, next to 3 pi by 2, this is 0, this is pi. So this is also, this graph also intersect x-axis at all, or even at all integral multiples of pi. Okay, so we will get the graph like this. Because y is equal to x, that is valid only minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2, open interval. So at minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, this function is not defined. Next, x minus pi between pi by 2 to 3 pi, pi 2, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, 90 to 270, pi minus x. So this is the y is equal to x, this is the y is equal to pi minus x, sorry, x minus pi. Next, what you will get? Next one. This is 2 pi, this is 5 pi by 2. So obviously this is y is equal to x minus 2 pi. See here, periodic of period pi. So what is the length of the interval? Minus 90 to plus 90 means 180 pi. So whatever the graph in this interval, the same graph is repeated in this interval. In this interval also the same graph is repeated. So this is the tan inverse of tan x function. And the last function, cot inverse of cot x function. Cot inverse of cot x function. Cot inverse of cot x. So cot inverse of cot x also increasing, continuous, differentiable, but it is neither even nor odd function, and its period is pi. So this is the only one function, cot inverse of cot x. It is neither even nor odd. Cot inverse of cot x. This is the only function which is neither even nor odd. So increasing, continuous and differentiable, period is pi. So branches will be same, but here range will be changes, 0 to pi. This is pi to 2 pi. This is 2 pi to 3 pi. So what is the range of this function? 0 to pi. 0 not included, pi also not included. So between 0 to pi, the graph will be like this. So the same graph will repeat between pi to 2 pi. So this is the y is equal to x. This is y is equal to x minus pi. And this is y is equal to, what do you get now? This is minus pi, so this will be what? Y is equal to x plus pi. So it is also what? Increasing, continuous, differentiable in the domain, period is pi, but it is neither even nor odd function. So these are the 6 functions: sin inverse sin x, cos inverse cos x, tan inverse tan x, cosecant cot inverse cot x, secant inverse secant x, cosecant inverse cosecant x. If you learn sin inverse sin x graph, you will get cosecant inverse cosecant x graph just by putting holes at integral multiples of pi. If you learn cos inverse x cos x graph, cos inverse of cos x graph, you will get secant inverse of secant x graph just by putting the holes or circles at odd multiples of pi by 2. Now tan inverse x tan x, cot inverse cot x, branches will be same, but the ranges will be different. That's it. Here this will be minus pi to 0. Branches will be, ranges will be changed. Branch is same, but x range is different. Okay. So the tan inverse tan x, cot inverse cot x only periodic of period pi. Remaining 4 functions are periodic functions of period 2 pi. Okay. And all functions are continuous functions, and all functions are differentiable functions, and tan inverse tan x, cot inverse cot x are increasing and period 2 pi. Remaining 4 functions are non-monotonic and the period is 2 pi. Common points. In the remaining 4 functions, you will get alternatively slopes +1 -1. Okay, branches slopes. But here tan inverse tan x, cot inverse cot x all branches slope is +1 only. Okay, thank you. So with this I'm going to close third session. If you learn these 6 graphs, then we can discuss some theorems or properties in the next session. These will be useful to prove those properties. Okay, thank you.